It's not yours. It's my space. I do it how I like. So this safe space started, in terms of for ballroom people, let's say 2 years ago. And it literally just started for me, getting people together, creating a kiki house, and then training for functions. You know, it makes me feel great that I can, you know, give something to my community and also bring the community together. But yeah, the day it goes is going to be really upsetting because then what's going to happen when this all gets knocked down? Where do those kids go?
I go to inspire for practice because even though like it's quite far from where I live, it's one of the few places where I feel like I can be free, but I guess like liberated, for want of a better word, where I can feel at home. I can feel like I can relax if I want to. I can like try out new things and like take risks in terms of like voguing and like movement.
When I come into my classes on my Sunday voguing church, I feel great. It's lovely to see the space filled up with beautiful people, getting all engaged in physical activity and especially dance. And it's so sad. Where am I going to go now on a Sunday? Where this activity is going to be replaced?
It is a safe space that centers Black and Latino, trans and queer LGBT people. It's a place of joy. It's a place that encourages artistic endeavors. It's a place that encourages people outside of the scene. It's just a safe space where we can come together and be a community and celebrate ourselves outside of stigmas that we face and portrayals that we face in the mainstream society, which detriment us rather than help us move forward.
And obviously without spaces like this, where are we going to do? You can even bask. I used to take my students, used to do some basking. The police get called. So where are we going to do our dancing? Because when you have a community place, of course you feel safe because you are surrounded by mind-like artists or mind-like people. And that's the way it should be. Without places, there is no a space where we can congregate and express ourselves and grow. If we carry on closing place here and then we move and close place there, where are we going to go? It's appalling that a space like this gets shut.
And then they're going to close the youth centre and then say, oh, it's this, or oh, it's that, oh, there's not enough youth centres, or this, but you're just closing them. If you're going to stay, you're going to knock it down and rebuild it. That makes sense. But you're just building it into houses. It's tired. It's so tired.
Safe spaces are shutting down mainly because of gentrification and austerity. With the Tory government and Theresa May's cuts to all funding, it's a detriment, and especially as somebody who is a queer person of colour, like a Black minority, I think it's detrimental because people like me get cut out of that because they're not thinking of people that the funding affects the most. They're thinking of the general population who might not even, who people have access to work, to skilled work, people with access to property, people with access to things that I wouldn't have access to.
I get angry myself, actually. I'm keeping calm, but I would like to confront these people and ask, do you realize what are you doing? I am a youth worker. I lost my jobs because of the cuts. I worked for Camden Council for 11 years. I create a massive dance program And then 2010, that's it, they cut everything and I lost my job, I got made redundant. That's in 3 months. So all the good work you did, like a castle of cards, crumbling. You ask why? Oh, there are no money. No, hold on, there are the money. Just, do you know how much the council tax covers? This is the question people should ask. Where the council tax goes, where the percentage of our taxes we pay get put it into safe spaces. I went to a meeting with the Art Council yesterday and I almost burst laughing for the hypocrisies. Talking about stuff, come on, nitty gritty, give us the money, not even the money, give us the space, or why do you deprive us from spaces?
As long as Black and Latin, queer and trans people face struggle in society, in advancing in society and being accepted in society, and this doesn't just mean homophobia, this means us getting employed, us being able to access education, us being discriminated on, so many systematic things. Yes, we need to remain at the forefront of Ballroom because it is for us and by us. Ballroom is the one place where we see our people like us that are not statistics, that are not dying, even though obviously there is death in the community, that are not dying, that are not being arrested. This is where we see ourselves in a good light. We see ourselves living and thriving and being happy and enjoying something.
It's just about moving forward and trying to own another space. And I think, yeah, spaces will die, but I always will find one, wherever it may be. Like, never gonna stop.
Upcoming children.